Retrieving subfolders names in S3 bucket from boto3. Using boto3, I can access my AWS S3 bucket. Now, the bucket contains folder first level, which itself contains several subfolders named with a timestamp, for instance 1,456,753,904,534. I need to know the name of these subfolders for another job I'm doing, and I wonder whether I could have boto3 retrieve those for me. So I tried. Which gives a dictionary, whose key contents gives me all the third-level files instead of the second-level timestamp directories. In fact, I get a list containing things as uatag, etag, yuki, first level /1456753904534 part 00014, ulust modified, datetime. Datetime 2016, 2/29, 13. 52, 24, sinfo equals sut, uowner, udisplay name, owner, uid, id, usize, size, a storage class. You can see that the specific files, in this case part 00014, are retrieved, while I'd like to get the name of the directory alone. In principle, I could strip out the directory name from all the paths, but it's ugly and expensive to retrieve everything at third level to get the second level. I also tried something reported here, but I do not get the folders at the desired level. Is there a way to solve this?
S3 is an object storage, it doesn't have real directory structure. The is rather cosmetic. One reason that people want to have a directory structure, because they can maintain /prune/add a tree to the application. For S3, you treat such structure as sort of index or search tag. To manipulate object in S3, you need boto3.client or boto3.resource, for example, to list all object. This URL. In fact, if the S3 object name is stored using /separator, the more recent version of list_objects, list_objects_v2, allows you to limit the response to keys that begin with a specified prefix. To limit the items to items under certain subfolders. Documentation. Another option is using Python os.path function to extract the folder prefix. Problem is that this will require listing objects from undesired directories. A reminder about boto3, boto3.resource is a nice high-level API. There are pros and cons using boto3.client versus boto3.resource. If you develop internal shared library, using boto3.resource will give you a black box layer over the resources used.
The low piece of code returns only the subfolders in a folder from S3 bucket. For more details, you can refer to this URL.
Short answer. Use delimiter equals /. This avoids doing a recursive listing of your bucket. Some answers here wrongly suggest doing a full listing and using some string manipulation to retrieve the directory names. This could be horribly inefficient. Remember that S3 has virtually no limit on the number of objects a bucket can contain. So, imagine that, between / and foo/, you have a trillion objects. You would wait a very long time to get / foo/. Use paginators. For the same reason, S3 is an engineer's approximation of infinity. You must list through pages and avoid storing all the listing in memory. Instead, consider your lister as an iterator, and handle the stream it produces. Use boto3.client, not boto3.resource. The resource version doesn't seem to handle well the delimiter option. If you have a resource, say a bucket equals boto3.resource s3.bucket name, you can get the corresponding client with bucket.meta.client. Long answer. The following is an iterator that I use for simple buckets, no version handling. Test. The following is helpful to test the behavior of the paginator and list_objects. It creates a number of DIRs and files. Since the pages are up to 1000 entries, we use a multiple of that for DIRs and files. DIRs contains only directories, each having one object. Mixed contains a mix of DIRs and objects, with a ratio of 2 objects for each dir, plus 1 object under dir. Of course, S3 stores only objects. The resulting structure is with a little bit of doctoring of the code given above for Solist to inspect the responses from the paginator, you can observe some fun facts. The marker is really exclusive. Given marker equals topdir plus mixed/0500_foo_a will make the listing start after that key, as per the Amazon's 3 API, i.e., with ../mixed/0500_foo_b. That's the reason for _prev_str. Using delimiter, when listing mixed/, Each response from the paginator contains 666 keys and 334 common prefixes. It's pretty good at not building enormous responses. By contrast, when listing does / each response from the paginator contains 1000 common prefixes and no keys. Passing a limit in the form of pagination_config equals maxitum's column limit limits only the number of keys, not the common prefixes. We deal with that by further truncating the stream of our iterator.
It took me a lot of time to figure out, but finally here is a simple way to list contents of a subfolder in S3 bucket using boto3. Hope it helps.
Jeśli ułatwi się, nie skąd subskrybuj.